We're live. Obviously I'm back again, so I did go ahead and switch to the Throwback network. Um, where is? There it is. All right, so here's what we're working with. Here, here is basically the um, engagement letter. Your attack team is running initial recon on the target. Throwback hacks security. They find that there are three machines that are public facing. There's the names. Your team has informed you that the assets are publicly available. It's your job to perform additional reconnaissance on these machines, find a way in, accomplish this. We'll be learning, and this goes in Nmap, so I'm not gonna go through that. But I'm gonna have the flag submission panel up. So these are the flags that we need to get. So there's a flag on GitHub. There's a flag on Twitter. There's a flag on LinkedIn. And there's a flag in the corporate mail server. And so in Kali, I went ahead and bid a basic. There's my script scan. But here's where I actually scan the network to see what's up. So just here's the network map. What we've got so far. 250, which I don't know which one's 250. It's not on there. So I'm just going to ignore that. 232. So here's the mail server. I mean, it's obviously a mail server, SSH HTTP, so it's got OWA on it, or whatever mail exchange service is running with IMAP. Here's prod, so it's got SSH HTTP. Sorry, so this is obviously a Windows server, another Windows web server, and what's this one? 138. 138 is the firewall. So SSH domain HTTP HTTPS. So it's a standard standard firewall with HTTPS access probably for the admin portal and SSH for the admin portal as well. Okay, so gonna go ahead and get started with the massive enumeration here. So CD home Kali. I want my tools folder, auto enum, auto enum. And we're going to set target to 10.200.53.219 just because it's the first one on the list. No, let's do the mail server. It's not going to matter, honestly. So let's just do the mail server first. And let's do I'll just do reg plus vuln. I mean, this is actually kind of noisy. So in an actual red team environment, you wouldn't do this. You wouldn't actually just go out and like freaking blast them. But we're doing that. All right. So what's the company name again? Entering the breach. Throwback hacks security. All right. So we need to do some OSINT. Because we need to find. Let's just go ahead and find. We need GitHub. Get Notepad out. Throwback hacks security. GitHub. LinkedIn. And there was one more, Twitter, right? GitHub, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's a source code. I guess it helps it. So, or mail server, tvsec, sec. All right. So let's just do Twitter throwback hacks security. Well, that's kind of easy. So there's our first flag. Where is Twitter? Twitter, 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 Twitter. Twitter, Tweeter, 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 Tweeter. We want LinkedIn, so we're just gonna do LinkedIn. Throwback hack security LinkedIn. If you are watching this, you can add me if you want. I don't really care. So let's see what the posts are. Jobs, people, home. Let's see all 4 employees. These are obviously fake people. Hope that was really hard. So let's go ahead and throw that in here. All right. And the last one we need for OSINT is GitHubs. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to find this, but let's try it. Rick Fox throwback time. Keep digging. Okay. We'll keep digging. That's the That's the right one. Is it just on their profile? Yeah, it's just on the profile. So that was actually super easy. I think it would have been better. That'd have been more fun if it was a little more in depth. You actually had to go out a little, and just ignore me. All right, now we're basically waiting for the enum to be done. You never know, we might be able to find a really super easy win here in this Ubuntu. So it's OpenSSH 7.6, Apache 2.42.29. We don't need the notepad anymore. The only trick to this is I didn't do any Linux privilege enum training. So that's going to be interesting. Or a Privesc. I didn't do any Privesc. So we're going to find out how well that works. Ubuntu 403. That's what it said. If that's 403, it's pretty freaking old. Bring you back to Google here. Let's just see Apache HTTPD 2.4.29 exploit Metasploit. So this mod is loaded for unauthenticated RC vulnerability, which exists in 2.4.9. If Files outside of documentation are not protected by required, all denied. It's been explicitly enabled. So this is a possible entry point. Open SSH 7.6. He said P1. Yeah, P1. Exploit. Exploit. Oh, where's Rapid7 post? I don't know if that's something to look at. But to come back to Cali, just gonna scrape through a little bit more here. Like, the goal is to obviously get in here and hope that this is LDAP'd into Active Directory, and then try to get domain credentials off of that, off of this, and then use the interpreter session to pivot inside the network. Ideally, if we, especially if we get domain, which is an exchange server, so I would hope we could get domain admin credentials. If we get domain admin credentials, then it's over. Then we just need to explore and get the things. So looking at OpenSSH here, there's no 7.6.1, so that doesn't look like it's a way in. Apache doesn't really look like there's a way in. SSL is completely disabled.